and welcome to Out of Britain with me, Radhika Iyer. This is London's and the world's largest, grandest, most influential event for tourism in London that's happening. For the last 42 years, London celebrates what is otherwise called, or hosts what is otherwise called, World Travel Market. So the world's nations come here, put forth their best foot forward to attract people and to better tourism, to showcase their culture, their civilization, their strengths, their nature, and everything that their nation has got to offer. India has been putting up an absolutely great foot forward at the World Travel Market for the last several years. And I've had the fortune of reporting this every single year from World Travel Market here in London. This year, what's in store? What is India's story and how it's being told beyond the usual golden triangle of Delhi, Jaipur, Agra, Kerala, Goa? What more does India has to offer and how? All this on Out of Britain with me over the next half an hour. India, what a huge story to tell. And it's so hard to summarize it into a few words, but you did that very articulately at the press conference. And I can see that from the barrage of questions coming from world media, there is a lot of interest in the Indian story, in the tourism story. With me is Ms. Mukta Sinha, who is Director General of Ministry of Tourism. Your first time to WTM?
That's right.
And how do you see India's presence here? Are you feeling nice? Is it a good day you've had?
Yes, of course, it's been a very busy day and a very productive day, I would say, because we did so many things today together with our state partners. And I think it is one of the largest ever delegation that we've had, not just in terms of the space that we occupy at the WTM, but also in terms of the mindscape that we are trying to attract today. We have delegations from about 13 of our constituent state partners, which is perhaps the hugest we've had in the longest time. Also because we had 4 of our people speak today at the WTM, at the press meet, which is also very big for us. So I think it's been a fairly good, decent, and we've done some good business, I'm given to understand by my tour operators. So it is good.
Fantastic.
Overall, a great day for us.
Fantastic. Yeah. Tell the people who are watching this what Chalo India campaign is.
Oh, yes. So Chalo India is a new campaign that we are doing. It is inspired by our Honorable Prime Minister, who gave this clarion call early this year in March 2024. And ever since we've been following up, we are approaching today, of course, it's the UK market, but we have the top 5 markets where we have the largest number of the Indian diaspora. So it is very interesting because we are also looking at the Indian diaspora to become contributors and our brand ambassadors to get their 5 of their non-foreign friends to visit India. So it's like a billiards nudge that we are doing through our Indian diaspora for the foreign, because it's also connected. Tourism is not just about places.
Sure.
It is also about a connect between people, and it's almost like track-through diplomacy for us to be able to use one campaign and to be able to nudge both the Indian diaspora and their friends to come to India. So through this campaign, we are offering 1 lakh on first come, first serve basis, gratis e-visa to the friends who've been recommended by the Indian diaspora, the non-Indian friends which have been recommended. And it is not just about the gratis e-visa. It is also about the welcome that they will receive, the hand-holding they will have when they come to India. So we are offering not just India, but an experience of India to these people who come as part of this referral. So everything will be fast-tracked for them. They will be taken care of, and they will also have their friends to handhold them, not just the friends who recommended, but friends also in the Incredible India team to handhold them through the campaign.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, great. You heard that. So 5 of your friends, find them. They can be colleagues, friends, family, etc.
And we are also targeting the non-Indian friends to nudge the Indian friends to refer them.
Okay.
So it's going to be a slight dilemma if the non-Indian friends also start reaching out to our Indian diaspora, asking them, how is it that you've not recommended me?
Exactly.
Yeah.
If it's someone like me who's extremely social and has a zillion friends, you're going to be in trouble. Only 5. But that's only for a year, I presume.
That is till 31st of March 2025.
2025. Okay. And then hopefully the cycle will change. But thank you for sharing that. Now, when it comes to India, and I've been talking to so many people, like you rightly said, it's a large contingent that India has put up here, and what a grand show. Like every year, I'd want to say. The trends are so different. It's not anymore just the golden triangle of the Taj and Agra and Rajasthan. It's not anymore just wellness and yoga and Ayurveda. There are people going to attend the Kumbh Mela.
Yes.
However chaotic and trouble that may sound.
It's a lovely chaos.
It's a lovely chaos. It's a colorful chaos. It's cheerful.
What is great about the Kumbh is that it's the only festival which is linked to the celestial calendar, where you don't have to invite anybody. People look up at the sky. They know when Jupiter is entering the Aquarius sign, and that's when they start flowing to Mahakumbh. Isn't that amazing?
Amazing, yes.
Because
yes.
it is something which is so antique in terms of its timelessness.
Yes.
And today, in modern times, we still have the greatest congregation. I am sure you can't imagine the number of footfalls that we have at the Kumbh. 45 crore people.
Yeah. Which is huge.
450 million people are congregating at one place for a spiritual experience connected to the 5 Panch Mahabhutas, which is the 5 elements of nature.
Yes, yes.
A human gathering so close to nature.
Yeah.
A Mahakumbh happens only once in 12 years.
Yes.
And at that Mahakumbh, the incredible India is hosting all people who come from abroad. We are going to usher them, and we are going to take them. We are going to give them a bespoke experience of the Mahakumbh. So you'll never be lost. You will have the incredible India support you, guide you, help you through that beautiful chaos which happens, which is so, as
magical. It's unbelievable.
It's magical. It's also as above, so below.
Yes.
Kind of a thing. Links
nature.
And
the headline is Incredible India will make sure you won't get lost in the Mela.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of numbers, cleanliness, safety, transport, connectivity, these are some of the big concerns that international tourists have had when it comes to India.
Yes.
Take us through what the government has done or is doing to make sure people feel safe, clean, and safe. Safe in many ways.
Yes. So let me talk of connectivity, because connectivity is also which gives you access, safe passage through places. So in the last 10 years, if I give you a macro picture, we've done about 150,000 kilometers of road stretch, which will take you to all across India, and many more are getting built. We have bridges and tunnels and skyscapes that are being built today to transport you. So that is India by land. If you look at the airports that are facilitating direct flights and connections, air connections, we began with about 70 10 years back, and we have about 157 airports as we speak. And we are aiming at about 300 in the next 25, which basically means if you look at the provinces that we have in the country, it will be 10 airports per province. If you go down and do a per density population of the number of flights and the flight seats that you will have, which means we can accommodate many, many more foreign tourist arrivals into the country. And we are looking at about 100 million tourist arrivals by 2047, which is the Amrit Kal, targets that we've set for ourselves. Because, we are aspiring to be a $25 trillion dollar economy 2027. So that is in sync with the aspirations that we have for the economy. Also, we've recently started what is called the Bharat Cruise, which is the mission cruise. We are developing about 10 of our seaports, which will be able to do international cruise. We are developing 5 marinas for yachting and other kind of luxury tourists. We have about 100 plus golf courses in the country today at 1/10 the rate of what you probably do in US markets or anywhere else in our competitor countries. We have some very interesting last mile connectivity through the trains that we have. Of course, now every city has a metro. So you can traverse the city through the metro safely. Then you also have these luxury trains. We have the Palace on Wheels, we have the Deccan Express, we have the Maharaja, we have the Orient, and the Condé Nast Reader's Choice has placed 3 of our trains in the top 20 luxury trains in the world, with the Palace on Wheels coming top, which is a great honor for us.
But I was going to ask you 3 quick reasons why anybody watching this should feel motivated to travel to India. 3 reasons from Mugdha Sinha.
We have the best that the globe has to offer. It's a good mix of antiquity and modernity. It is an absolutely safe destination to come. And it's in the last 10 years, we also have Swachhata ratings for our cities. The reason why you should be here to see how clean our cities are. We also have smart cities, and we are doing a whole range of heritage and rural tourism. And of course, wellness, spa, meditation. This is the country. If you're tired of the material world, then come to India for a spiritual experience. Nothing like India.
Okay.
And also, incredible India is incredible India because of the incredible Indians.
Yes, of course, the warmth that the people have to offer.
Yes.
Let's take the IAS officer out of you. The human being Mugdha Sinha. In one word, what is India for you?
Incredible.
I can't get her out, can I? The officer remains. Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time.
Thank you.
It was wonderful
Thank you.
chatting with you.
Same here. Pleasure.
Wishing you a very successful trip here.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
Hope
you.
Have a nice day.
With me is Adrian. How handsome are you, Adrian?
Thank you.
Are you familiar with Bollywood?
I am familiar with Bollywood, yes.
How?
So many films. I was
Have
lucky
you
enough.
seen any?
Yeah, I was part of the production crew on the visual effects side for RRR.
Right. So you worked on RRR.
Yes, yeah.
And you know it won an Oscar for the best song.
I didn't, I do now.
Yeah. So there is this song called Natu 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 Natu. It keeps going, Natu Natu Natu. And it won the Best Song Award in the Oscars. Yes, I'm almost certain. Okay. And you were part of an Oscar-winning film. Let's dramatize this
That's
conversation.
exactly what's going on my CV now.
Okay. Tell me, what are you doing in a gladiator attire?
Well, Gladiator, the first film with Russell Crowe, and this second film with Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, is filmed in Malta. And this is a costume worn by one of the actors called Chidi from the second film.
So are you representing Malta here?
Yes,
Or
we're
the film
representing
scene?
Malta. Come and shoot your film in Malta.
Shoot Bollywood in Malta.
Shoot Bollywood in Malta.
Say that to Bollywood producers.
Shoot Bollywood in Malta.
Some of my British friends, they love traveling to India. And there is this historic connection UK has with India. Of the 14 million tourists that India attracts every single year, close to 10% are from Britain alone. The joke, of course, that they make, and they enjoy that, is of the wonderful colors and features that they see on Indian streets is they love the cows walking on the street, mooing around, mixing with vehicles. But the transport scene in India has changed tremendously. And I'm going to walk through so you can see the different colors that India has to offer here at World Travel Market before the buzz begins. There are 156 airports now. There are multiple trains which connect city to city, tourism related. And there are lots of experience related tour operators and travel operators who are now attracting international tourists. And the trend is for people to travel to India, experience, embrace the culture, the story, the colors, the cheer that India has to offer, sometimes even the chaos, and take back a piece of India with them. So that becomes their lifestyle, whether it's Ayurveda, yoga, the food, the cuisine, or just the culture and color that India offers. India is really not just about the triangle, the golden triangle. And now, as we discover, more and more international tourists are traveling to India for experiences, to embrace cultures, and to heal in many ways. So let me introduce to you hoteliers, Shailendran of CGH Earth, and you are one who owns many properties in the south.
South of India.
South of India. Rajneesh of the Ultimate
Traveling Camp.
Ultimate Traveling Camp. You're a winner with the name, aren't you? And you have properties in the
We
north.
have property up there in the north and east and south, but not in south, on the west, east and north.
And north, which is as far north as Leh and Ladakh.
As far as, Leh and Ladakh.
Okay. That's literally a Kashmir to Kanyakumari, and we will find out the experiences that it has to offer. And also, his good friend Sanjay, who heads Windows to Luxury, which is a company, in fact, a conglomerate, I would say, a platform which brings together some very unique and special properties in India that there are to offer. Let me jump to you, Rajneesh. Who is this ultimate traveler? Who is your client, and who is visiting India so much?
Ultimate Traveling Camp boasts of people who are global traveler and who are also Indian, but they're looking for something, some experiential travel, because they want to experiment, not with a routine holiday, but definitely want to experiment with some experiences. They want to remember holiday in a different sense, altogether.
Yes.
And
Is there an appetite for something very unique to experience? Tell me what they experience. Give me an example of what your hotel can offer me.
For us, the experience starts, with the choice of the location. So let's say, for example, if they come and stay with us over there in Leh, you get a location, which is surrounded by mountains, 360-degree view. From each and every tent, they have an unparalleled view an uninterrupted view of the monastery over there. They see the local people, working in the fields over there. So, it starts with the view. Other than that, you stay in a canvas area, which is known for, leaving least carbon footprint.
So sustainable tourism and responsible.
Very sustainable tourism, involvement of, the monastery, the local community over there in the entire operation, taking care of them. So these are all, part of experiences.
Yeah.
So it starts with that, and then curating different itineraries for them, for the traveler, because nowadays nobody want to go for a tailor-made kind of thing, or custom-made kind of thing.
So they want bespoke.
They want a bespoke luxury, and they want something, depending as per their need. It could be adventure for somebody, it could be culture for somebody, it could be, a different experience.
Wildlife for some more.
Wildlife or something, it could vary from person to person.
Yeah. So. Interesting. Shailendran, Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
After COVID, healing has become such an important part of everybody's lives, whether it is through music or food or lifestyle.
Sure.
What does CGH Earth do?
So, healing, of course, is one of our portfolios. Wellness through healing through meditation and yoga, healing through Ayurveda, healing through naturopathy. What is changed is that people have become very serious. It was more rejuvenative in nature. It was seen as a leisure cum spa kind of thing pre-pandemic.
Like a holiday earlier.
Like a holiday with a massage and all that. But then after pandemic, they've taken it very seriously, taken it to the level that they want to prepare their body much better. They want to get rid of their lifestyle kind of disorders, want to live a very disciplined life, and for them to have all these, they need to have the discipline has to get into their system, so they need help, and that's why they come to us, and we give them that help to make sure that the word I'm going to use is transformative, even if it is in wellness or whether it is in our holiday space. I think experience is something that we are using, but it has to go into the next level of transformation. Transformation in healing means that you've changed the basic nature of a person, how he's looking at body. That's a transformation. In a holiday space, transformation means how you are looking at holiday ourselves and how we are looking at, so what is the education that a person has had when they have holidayed with CGH?
And what you can take back.
Absolutely.
After the holiday. Also. Okay, great. So isn't it lovely that travelers can carry a piece of India back to their life, to whichever part of the globe they are in? Is that a trend?
Absolutely. Post-COVID, it's been completely different in many, many ways, because that is the most takeaway which they get after a trip. Whether it is wellness, whether it is leisure, with regards to wildlife, sustainability has taken a huge step. Meaning what's happened is, the tour operators are asking for meaningful holidays.
And responsible,
meaningful holidays. And they want to work with meaningful hotels. What is a meaningful hotel here? It's all about what, the RO system you have of water, the waste plant, how it is,
and how less carbon free the whole experience can be made.
So it's really people, it's coming from the client.
Yeah.
It's really coming from the client. So that's the reason why tour operators have pulled up their socks, to really give what it is. It is, in fact, it's a right trend in the right direction.
Great.
And everybody seemed to be following the bandwagon of going in that route in a meaningful way, hopefully in the future.
Great. Thank you for sharing that. So, I'm getting a lot of C's in my head. Less carbon footprint, but high on culture, community, experience, chaos, color. Any other C? Any other C? Good C that you can think of? I know he'll say CGH. But thank you so much
Camp.
for what camp. Yes. I mean, both of you are good hoteliers, I can say that much.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. And here's hoping that there's more healing in our world and there is more embracing of experiences in the true sense of the word. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. With me is additional managing director of Madhya Pradesh Tourism, Ms. Mukherjee, Bidisha Mukherjee. Thank you for representing Madhya Pradesh here in London.
Pleasure always.
Okay, tell me the 3 reasons why anyone here in World Travel Market should visit Madhya Pradesh.
As you know, Madhya Pradesh is an offbeat, multi-specialty destination of first choice these days. So my point will be these 3 points. First, it is an offbeat. We not only deal in wildlife tourism, we have adventure tourism, we have heritage tourism, we are working in sustainable tourism, we are working in responsible tourism. So it's in a multi-speciality kitty. So we have everything for anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody has something in Madhya Pradesh.
Something in Madhya Pradesh for them.
I just learned, and I know that Madhya Pradesh has always been ace with its wildlife, but I just learned that from the recent census, there are close to 50% of India's tigers in Madhya Pradesh.
We have the largest population of tigers. We have
Which is around 800, close to 800 tigers.
785 roughly.
785 out of India's 1600 something tigers are in Madhya Pradesh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
You have cheetahs.
We have cheetahs.
Yes.
We are the only state in the entire India that has cheetahs.
Yes.
So we have recently introduced them in Kuno National Park. So
How are they doing? Are they happy?
yeah, they're happy.
Okay.
They're quite
Because
happy.
it can be, the climate can be very different for.
Yes, it is. It is a little bit of challenge, but now they're getting accustomed to it. Yes.
So there's cheetahs, there's amazing number of tigers, and
Yeah.
well done on protecting them.
Yes, and we have the largest number of leopards.
Leopards, yes.
Yes. So we are a leopard state, we are a cheetah state,
Yes.
we are a tiger state.
Wolves.
Wolves also,
Yes.
vultures.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, has to be. This is the land of the Jungle Book. Oh, that was such a fun festival, market, and presentation by India at the World Travel Market, and I totally had a great time. If you did too, drop in your comments, and if you have questions to ask or messages to share about your recent travel to India, or what can change, how it can get better, or what is already doing very well, please drop your experiences in the comments section, because I would love to read and share with our viewers. You look after yourself. Keep watching NDTV.